But let me ask Prime Minister Philip Pierre, and then to go to our philosopher of politicians, Dr. Gonzalez, for his comments on our roundtable this morning. Prime Minister Pierre.
Yeah, thank you, Reggie. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'd just like to say something about the gender element. Why do we find young men who go to the same school, live on the same streets, in my case, live next to each other? What causes them to be able to hate each other so much so that they can take a gun and put it in his head, in a friend's head, somebody he went to school with, somebody he knows his parents, and at point blank, shoot him? I mean, something must be wrong with that. I hear about education. I think it has something to do with it. But we must be able to find, I think our psychologists, sociologists should have some study into what causes young men to be so fatalistic. I meet guys who tell me they do not think they live until they say before 30, they think they will die. And they're very cool about that. They just say, well, I will live. And you say, what do you say about the future? And they say, boss, I have no future. These are things that I think we have to look at. Why is that happening? And what causes it to happen? Secondly, there's the elephant in the room, which is the politics of crime. Why can't we get opposition parties at least to agree on one thing, that we stop the blame game when it comes to crime? And because in spite of what we do, our systems are so polarized that one side will always seek to gain advantage, and it's very sad, but it is realistic. One side always seeks to gain some kind of advantage, even very quietly and in an underhand manner, from the other side when there's an escalation of crime. That is a fact, and unless we face it up front and stop trying to hide it and pretend that, oh, we have one voice when it comes to crime. That's not true. It is not true. There is not one voice when it comes to crime, because politicians believe that they can gain some level of support or popularity if one side fails where crime is concerned. And I also want to mention the integrity of law enforcement, whether we can trust all our agents of law enforcement, whether their greed and their selfishness doesn't allow them to turn their head away when they could do something about stopping the influx of guns and drugs, etc. So I think that it's a serious problem, and the impact it has on our budget. The fact that we have the opportunity cost of the money that we spend on national security, on crime prevention, could be used for education, could be used for social services, etc. And I think the U.S. should be asked to have some kind of payment to us for the fact that we are spending so much money to stop drugs from going to the U.S., and then they are doing so little from stopping guns from coming to our islands. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.